Hi, hello, how are you all doing today? So let me first off by saying this. I'm in a few mixed different moods right now, so because of that, I'm gonna just spontaneously just make a video. It's literally how this goes. The more I think about this whole like little channel and how it's working out, I feel like this whole like series of, this era of Under the Staircase, I feel like it's more of a like self-help, like watching me like progressively either deteriorate within my mind, or I actually like somehow like connect the synapses that have disconnected throughout my life in order to better myself. Either way, I really don't know. For the most part, I think it's the latter. I think I'm slowly going insane. But it's not all bad. I mean, for the most part, it kind of sucks, but for the most part, it's not all bad. I am thoroughly like enjoying some time here simply because it's a way to push myself away from like back home and all the hustle and bustle of back home and just be more like, hyper focused on just two things within my life, which is the only things I can really do, which is just so far volleyball and also my health, and then also I guess three things if you want to really say it, and then my the YouTube thing. This is some other good things that are really like beneficial. Also, I don't know if I'm in frame. Nonetheless, let me continue. Let me just tell like a little tiny stories of how I'm feeling right now, because for the most part, this is just all like a way, just like an expression right now. That's all that this video is, because for the most part, back then when I first started making these type of like vlog style videos of commentary, like IRL with the camera and like shit like that, I remember I would get really like nervous and I get really like freaked out, because I had to talk to the camera. It's gonna be a whole incident. I'm not really feeling it. I don't fucking think I look good. I genuinely don't think I look good in general. And then also a bunch of other factors that are culminating to the idea of that are showing itself within the idea of when I make my videos. What I mean by that is like there are a few things that just feel like they don't like mix well, but for the most part, I feel like I'm doing genuinely better when it comes to these little videos and all that stuff. One thing I did notice, if I don't eat in the morning, because usually I do kind of eat. I know you're not supposed to, but just recently I started doing that. I know you're not supposed to eat in the morning. You're supposed to at least like give yourself like an hour or two. But like I'm very fucking hungry. I won't lie to you. I burn a lot of calories like inappropriately fast, and it's just like not out of my own volition. It just happens. So because of that, I've been eating, and whenever I do eat in the morning, I feel more sluggish and more So I'm gonna try to cut that down even more. Now I'm not saying I'm gonna go on a fasting. I'm not gonna say that at all, because I am very hungry. I need to eat. Here's a fun fact: I eat a lot, and I might not look it because small body, small person. But when I tell you, I burn an inappropriate amount of calories every single day by just existing. Like, it is weird. Even right now, like, you can't feel me because I don't want you to, but like if you were to feel my arms, like they're fucking hot. Like they're like burning right now. And even when I like lay down, I'm just laying there, my body gets hot. Like I'm just fucking heated for no reason whatsoever. If I'm just going about my day, I'll just be like chilling, and the next thing you know, my body's like, oh, we're chilling, all right, burn. And then it just does it. I just start burning calories for no reason, and it's just like sedentary but not doing nothing. My body has such a fucking amazing metabolism. I used to get made fun of by a friend. I'm not made fun of, like, haha, like fucking nerd, like not like that. He used to just like make jokes about it, how whenever he eats a donut, he gains like 30 pounds. And whenever I eat a donut, I lose 30 pounds. It's real fucking hilarious. I love the guy. So that is a running joke that we do have. And it is true. Like I do burn a lot. Like even whenever I didn't do my workouts back then, all those years ago, and I was just kind of being like a sedentary fucking loser, like whenever I was doing that, I was really just I was still like keeping a decent weight. Even though I was overweight, I was a little chunky, but I wasn't like I was still able to do shit. Like for example, well, during that time period, I remember I tried out, I'm going to say this for a quick reference for people that don't know. I remember I tried out a track for a little bit. Now, I didn't say, and I'm not saying I actually like went to the coach and said, I want to do it. Like, I didn't do that. Instead, I just kind of like saw a bunch of track equipment out on the field, and I was like, I want to do it. So then I started doing it, and I remember I would do hurdles with hurdles. That was the funnest one I liked to do, was just run and hurdles. It was so much fun to do. And whenever I did those, I didn't wear like I can't mind. This is another story in the future, but I don't like wearing shorts like in public whatsoever, because I don't this is just me personally. It's off topic, I know, weird, right? Fucking stupid. But I genuinely do not like wearing shorts in public because I don't like people seeing my body. That's just me. We could go into detail further on within the stories of this YouTube channel. But as right now, we'll continue with the story. So back then I would do hurdles, but I would do hurdles in like blue jeans. I would just wear blue jean pants and just do hurdles and those things, and I was really good at doing hurdles. Of course, I would have a few fumbles and falls here and there, but blue jeans, they help out. And of course, fucking thick skin, not really, but I would do that, and I would do the hurdles, and they were so much fun to do. And they were just kind of strung about on the field. I remember I would just do that. Of course, I would like fuck up here and there, but for the most part, I would actually do hurdles. The track was one of those weird things where I don't like running. I'll be real honest with you. I fucking hate running. I don't enjoy it whatsoever. It's not fun for me. Like, I get people like the idea of fucking running. Not for me. That's not for me, man. I don't really like it. But I do remember that I've had some really good instances of like doing track. Like the fastest mile I ever did was like 3 some shit. It was 3 some shit or 4 some shit. I know, surprising, right? Woohoo. But that was when I was being pushed really hard. It was I think and it wasn't just on my own. It was in a group setting, so we all had to do this. So this was everyone's like fucking highest like number in track. It was so fucking weird. I absolutely loved it. Actually, I had a really good coach back then. His name was, I'm not gonna say his name because that's kind of, I think that's illegal to say it. I don't know how to say his name. But I had a really good coach back during my junior high years who really kind of just pushed us to get better. And I remember I did lose a lot of weight during that time period. And it was really beneficial because all we did was fucking run. We just ran and ran and ran, and that was it. Every day, like from Monday to fucking Friday, it was running. We would just run miles, and that was it. And then we do the course, like, the weird like snake bullshits where you go run the mile, run up the bleachers and do that whole fucking thing, run around the track, do more bleachers on the other side, run around the track, and they repeat itself multiple times. We did that type of shit. Of course, I was physically exhausted and in absolute agony the whole time, but like it was an accomplishment where I was like, I fucking did that, and it was pretty cool. The coach was a really good guy. I really did appreciate him. The school didn't like him though because of reasons, and I know that there are other reasons too. Like there was stories where he might have done some fuck shit, and won't lie to you. Like, keep in mind, I didn't go to a really nice school. I went to a nice school comparative to the schools around me, but the school I went to was really fucking like, there was some fuck shit going on in the background within like the faculty. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. But for the most part, I did enjoy my time at this fucking facility doing this fucking bullshit. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it was life lessons learned. And track was one of those things where it's like, it made me realize, it's like, yeah, fuck running. So that's because of that. But however, it was this weird love-hate relationship because there was a sport I really did want to get into back then, and it was fucking soccer. Or for other people, they want to call it football. I call it fucking soccer. I really did want to get into soccer at one point in my life. I genuinely was fond of the sport. It looks so much fun just running around, kicking the ball around, and having like a fucking grind all the time. Like, even to this day, like, I still kind of like, oh yeah, soccer's pretty cool. But our school didn't have a soccer field, nor did it have a soccer group or a soccer club or like a soccer team. It didn't really fuck around with soccer. The main sport that was like prominent within the school was baseball and football. Now, for those of you who don't know, I fucking hate football. Like, I don't like it whatsoever. I respect the sport for what it is. I respect the athletes that go through the fucking rigorous like training for what it is, because I've seen the athletes and how they fucking train. Holy fuck, like that shit's gnarly. I've seen how that works, and I do have a respect for the people that do participate in the sport. However, I still don't like it, simply because I have a lot of friends and a lot of family that have played football within their lives or within their career, and they came out of it fucked up. Like, they came out of it with like a fucked up knee, so like their foot's all weird or whatever, their spine's all like fucking discombobulated. Like, it's just not pretty. And even like mentally too, I know some kids that would get like concussions every fucking time they would play football, and it was absolutely terrible. I genuinely do not know where they're at right now in this life. I pray for the best of them, but for the most part, they're probably not fucking alive. But however, the same can't be said for baseball. I was a little kind of into baseball for a little bit within my like childhood and whatever. Like, if you see the romantic videos of like Santa Lot, and it sounds like such a fucking amazing time to just go out and play baseball with your friends and shit like that on a fucking Santa Lot. Like, it looks really cool. And our school really did have a genuinely, like, in my opinion, like, there were some really good, like, okay, let me point this out there. I genuinely do believe that the kids I went with in school, if they really put their mind to it, they could become some fucking like AAA athletes. I'm just gonna point that out there right now. There were some very good fucking football players within my school, and there were some very good fucking baseball players within my school, and there are some very good fucking like golf players within my school too. If they see these videos, hi, how you guys doing? I'm living under a staircase. Why I'm living under a staircase? Because I'm kind of going through the whole like process to better myself within my life in order to achieve the things I want to do, and that involves, YouTube and volleyball. It's literally it. I'm not gonna go into detail, but for the most part, if they do see them, they know who they are. These people are some of, if not some of the best like athletes that I saw within my career of going to like fucking being an academic. It was absolutely amazing. I really did have a lot of respect for some of these people, and I genuinely do hope that they do achieve the things that they want to do in their life. But damn, for me, when it comes to baseball, like, I've had a few coaches come up to me, and they did want me to play simply because like there wasn't enough kids on the team at some points, and they just need a filler, whatever the fuck, and all that stuff. Like, there was some times that happened, and I did play like off out of school like clubs with some people for like a few practices at like one point, just fucking for the fuck of it, because I was there and I was a child and I was like, yeah, cool. So I did do that type of stuff. However, it wasn't for me. I didn't really enjoy the idea of baseball because it just wasn't like I wasn't connecting with it. Like, that's the best way I can say it. Like, there's no range of like freedom and motion that you get from playing baseball, in my opinion. Like, I get people absolutely fucking murder over this sport, and I get it. It's beautiful. I do respect it for what it is. It's America's pastime. Woohoo. But like, for me, I have no freedom whenever I play like baseball. Like, it's just, there's so many fucking rules. There's all this, like, there's these positions and whatever the fuck. Like, I get it. All sports have positions. All sports have rules. But for the range of fucking physical motion that I want to put my body through, it's not for me. Like, I can't. It's just like, I don't feel like cause like for those people that do watch my videos and have seen my older videos, y'all do know I do a lot of fucking workouts, and I implement a lot of yoga. I implement a lot of like calisthenics. I implement a lot of body weights within my workouts, only because I want to be fucking maneuverable and flexible. It's literally it. I like to be like that. However, whenever I play, like, even like if it's on the street for a little bit with some friends, right? Like, if I play fucking, hold on, just a whole process. Like, when I play this sport, when I play volleyball, like, I feel like I could just put my body in all these weird positions and just feel comfortable doing it. It's such a fun little sport that I thoroughly do enjoy, and it's just, you use your body to just like move everything. It's not complicated. You don't need fucking a whole like bat or batman or some other fucking bullshit to like do it. You don't need to ride a fucking horse, and you don't need like fucking 30 pounds of gear to protect yourself. It's just like the most simplistic fucking form. That other sport that I could really compare that to, not compare it to, you should never compare sports. They're always different. They all bring their fucking strengths. They all have their weaknesses. But the only one I could explain my sense of freedom and movement and mobility is like soccer. Like, soccer is literally the definition of fucking like mobility. It looks so much fun. So because of that, and also that's why I got into volleyball, because like it just happened. Like, it was a natural occurrence during the time of hold on, I'm getting a little off topic, but remember when there was a whole plague that like reached all across the fucking America and like all over the planet and shit like that? Yeah, well, during that time period, that's when I got into volleyball. That's just a quick story. I don't know what this whole video is mostly like about. I just know that this video is mostly just me telling a story about my past life. It's literally it. It's something too hardcore. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel like it's better to just like turn on the camera and just start talking and start recording without like reading off of a fucking script or like trying to memorize the script. Of course, I still do write some form of script, like video ideas of what I want to talk about. That's the best form of it. But I'm not gonna write out an entire fucking monologue when it comes to the idea of me speaking about like certain particular topic of conversation that I want to discuss with the people in the fucking world. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna just like do what I know I'm good at, and that's improvisational speech like this right now. I am very good at it. I was a very good improvisational fucking individual when I was back in escuela. Now, however, I still am. But anyways, I think that's enough for this video. Enough story time for all it all. Also, I'm sorry, I'm kind of just moving about. I'm kind of like in a happy mood. I'm also very fucking hungry, so I'm just gonna go find food. But anyways, so nonetheless, this was really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm glad you're all here watching my little videos. Also, we gained a few subscribers too. Like for those of you that are watching that are new subscribing and all that type of shit, thank y'all. I really do appreciate it. Keep in mind, this is a lo-fi channel. For those of y'all that don't know, this is a lo-fi channel, okay? I make lo-fi videos, lo-fi conversational videos. Lo-fi is the aesthetic, and that's something that I would like to keep within my videos because that's what I like. I like the lo-fi, okay? Be real honest, y'all. And other than that, that's basically it. Nonetheless, thank you all again for watching my little videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you everybody for that is subscribing. I fucking love y'all. Have a great night.